Hello students, welcome to Dynamics of Machinery. Now we are in Model 3. Model 3 is balancing. Okay. In Model 3, two things we are going to see. First balancing, and then we are going to see flywheel analysis. Yeah. In flywheel analysis, we will be solving some problems based on the turning moment diagram for flywheel. Those things we will see. Yeah. But the first part, balancing. In balancing, two things are there: static balancing and then dynamic balancing. Mm, in static balancing, uh, in the first model we have seen no static force analysis, dynamic force analysis. Static force analysis means we will not consider the inertia force, but in dynamic force analysis we will consider the inertia force. Same thing here also. Okay, static balancing means we will not consider the inertia force. Dynamic balancing means we will consider the inertia force. Okay, where this balancing is needed, why we have to study about this balancing, particularly uh, in rotating masses and reciprocating masses. Balancing is much needed. For example, we'll take the example of the IC engine. Okay, in IC engine we'll be having the piston like this, and then connecting rod. Okay, and then crank will be there. Okay, if you see the crank, the shape of the crank will be like this. Okay, the shape of the crank will be like this. Why it should be like this? Why not a circular shape or square shape or a rectangular shape? Why particularly this shape for crank? Because uh, in the IC engine, piston is continuously moving up and down, okay, reciprocating, but crank is continuously rotating, and while it is rotating, we should not waste energy. And one more thing, balancing, we have to reduce the vibration. Okay, since it is a fast moving element. For example, it might reach up to 1500 rpm. Okay, in a minute it might revolute for 1000 to 1500. Okay, so at that speed, it might uh, produce vibration or some kind of shaking. Okay, those things are there. To avoid those kind of vibration and shaking, and to uh, reduce power and improve energy saving, improve efficiency, they have selected this kind of shape. Okay, main thing to improve the balancing. Okay, so balancing play important role in rotating masses and reciprocating masses. That's what we are going to see in this module, and we will be solving more problems. Okay, in static and dynamic balancing we will be solving more problems. What is balancing? Balancing is the process of designing or modifying machinery. Suppose they are given a problem with multiple rotating elements, and particularly if the system is imbalanced, means we have to add some more rotating elements to improve the balancing of the system. That's what we are going to do in this module. Okay, why we need balancing? To improve the, to reduce the excessive vibration, to reduce the noise, to reduce the wear and tear. Okay, for these things we need balancing. Okay, so for the rotating masses and the reciprocating masses, in rotating masses, suppose if there is a shaft like this. Okay, if there is a shaft like this, and the shaft is rotating continuously like this. Okay, and you are having a mass in this place. Okay, to balance it I have to add mass in the opposite side. Okay, but both the masses are lying in the same plane, single plane. Okay, otherwise one mass will be like this, and another mass will be like this. So I have to add one more mass to balance this. Okay, this is the shaft. Okay, this is shaft. It is rotating like this. To balance it, I have to add one more mass in the opposite direction like this. Okay, so all the three masses are in different planes. It is in one plane. It is in one plane. It is in one plane. So different planes. Okay, single plane, single mass, multiple mass, or different plane, multiple mass. Like that, will have cases. I told you, look, only forces due to action of gravity, not including the inertia force. But here, inertia force will be included. Okay. So a particle or mass moving in a circular path experiences centrifugal acceleration, and a force is required to produce it. So if a uh, suppose if there is a shaft, okay, there's a shaft like this, and one mass is there like this, and this shaft is rotating continuously. So this mass will undergo a kind of centripetal acceleration, which will be resulted because of the force acting on it. Okay, that we have to find out. That force is called as centrifugal force. Okay, this is a disturbing force on the axis of rotation, the magnitude of which is constant, but the direction changes with the rotation of the mass. So there will be a continuous centrifugal force like this. Okay, continuous force will be there, but when the mass rotate, direction of force will change. So to find out that force, we have a formula, mr omega square. In the first module, while solving the problems in static force analysis, we had this formula, F equal to mr omega square. Same thing. Sorry, in the second module we have seen this formula, F equal to mr omega square. That is F force equal to mass into acceleration. So F equal to m into acceleration value r omega square. So this is what they have mentioned here. F equal to mr omega square. Okay. So this force will act in the center of gravity of the particular mass. Okay. And this distance is r. Distance between the center of the shaft to the center of the mass of center of gravity. Okay, center of gravity of the mass. Suppose if multiple planes are there, means this is one plane. See, this is one plane. This mass is in one plane, and this mass is in another plane, and this mass is in another plane. Okay. Balancing of a single rotating mass by two masses rotating. The plane of the disturbing mass may be in between the planes of the two balancing masses. The plane of the disturbing mass may be on the left or right side of the two planes containing the plane of balancing masses. The net dynamic force acting on the shaft must be equal to 0. Okay. So once again the formulas. Condition for static balancing. Their forces value are equal. Suppose if they lie in different planes, here one plane, like that, means distance between the planes is called L. Okay. So suppose there is a shaft here. Okay. From this point you are finding the answer, means, so this distance is called L, and if one more plane is there means this distance is called L2. Okay, that's what they have mentioned here. This is force, this is couple. Okay, this is force and this is couple. So in two ways we can solve this problem: analytically, geometrically. Okay, suppose if you are going to solve it by geometrical method means, in geometrical method first you have to draw the space diagram. Okay, this is space diagram, and this is force polygon diagram. Suppose imagine we have mass m1, m2, m3 and m4. Okay, we have four masses and the system is imbalanced. We have to balance this system. Okay, we have four rotating masses. All the four masses are acting in the same plane. Okay, all the four masses are acting in the same plane. All the four masses are acting in same plane. Okay, so I have to find out the balancing mass. Okay, in the question they have given this mass m1, m2, m3, m4. They will not give the resultant mass. This one we have to find, resultant balancing mass. This value we have to find, and this direction, all the angles. This one they will give, this angle they will give, this angle also they will give, this angle also they will give. Okay, but this angle they will not give. This angle and this mass we have to find out. Okay, simply they will give the diagram of this one, this one, this one and this one. This one they will not give. This mass we have to find. Okay, so how we can find out this value? Very easy. They will give the mass value, also they will give the radius value. Okay, they will give the mass value, radius value, mass value, radius value they will give. Okay, so I told you, no, since all the masses are in one shaft, the entire shaft will rotate at only one speed. So you first you have to find the force value of first mass. So m1 r1 omega square, f1, f2, all the force value. They are given four masses. So you have to find the force value of four masses. So we got the answer for four masses. And now we have to draw the diagram. How we have to draw the diagram? This angle, first angle, theta 1. Okay, theta 1, first force value. Okay, you have to draw based on that theta. Second theta value 90 degree, no? So second one, second force value F2, draw here. Okay, third force value, this one. Okay, on this direction, in this direction, and with this value, draw it. Okay, then fourth one, in this direction with this force value, draw it. Okay, finally it is imbalanced. Suppose if A and E, if they meet with each other means particular system is balanced. If they are not meet with each other means it is imbalanced. Okay, now we have to find out this value. This value we have to find out. Okay, connect it and measure the distance. Measure the distance, you will get the value of mr omega square. You will get the value. You will get this value. Okay, so this is the force value. From here you have to find out mass value and radius value. Speed they will give. Okay, mass and radius you have to find. This angle you have to measure. Okay, you have to measure this angle. You have to measure this angle. Okay, this theta value, and you have to draw it here. Okay, wait, let me take one problem. We'll solve one problem. Okay. Suppose if we solve the same problem in analytical method, means you have to add everything. Okay, add everything. First of all, you have to split the particular component, force component, into horizontal and vertical component. To split it into horizontal component, you have to put cos theta. Okay, for vertical component, sin theta. If you put, means you will get the horizontal and the vertical component value of the final resultant force. Then you have to find out the, put the value in the root, and you can find out the resultant value. The square of the horizontal, square of the vertical, root. If you put, means you could get R value. Okay, resultant force value. Okay, we'll solve one of this problem. Okay, 4 masses. Wait, let me see whether I have any problem, already solved problems. Here you have 4 masses. Okay, 4 masses A, B, C and D are attached to a shaft. Okay, they are attached to a shaft and revolve in the same plane. They revolve in same plane. The masses are 12 kg, 10 kg, 18 kg and 15 kg respectively, and their radii are 40 mm, 50 mm, 60 mm and 30 mm. Their angle, okay, their angular position of the mass is B, C, D and D are with respect to A, with respect to mass A is 60 degree, 135, 270. Okay, find the magnitude and position of the balancing mass at the radius of 100 mm. Okay, so first of all we will write the given data. Okay, first of all we will write the given data. What are the given data? MA is 12 kg, MB is 10 kg, MC is 18 kg, MD is 15 kg and RA value is 40 mm, 40 mm, RB is 50 mm, RC is 60 mm, RD is 30 mm. Okay, also they are given the radius value of the resultant what you have to find? You have to find out the resultant mass. Resultant mass you have to find. So this is very simple. I will just draw the rough diagram, but you have to draw everything according to the scale. Okay, use scale pencil and geometry protractor. Keep everything with you, and you have to draw according to the dimension. Okay, I will draw the rough diagram here. Wait, let me add a empty slide along with this. So I don't know how to add it. Okay, let me start solving. So first keep a point in your drawing sheet. Okay, keep a point in your drawing sheet. Draw horizontal line for RA value 40 mm. So draw horizontal line for 4 centimeter. Let us keep this as O, center O. Okay, draw 4 centimeter line. Draw 4 centimeter line, and at the end of the 4 centimeter line, put a round and mark that as A. So this is mass A. Okay, this is mass A. See, remember this line is 4 centimeter line, and the diagram title is, put the title as space diagram. Okay, put the title as space diagram. First you have to draw the space diagram and scale 1 centimeter equal to 10 units, like that you put. Okay. So first you draw OA for 4 cm because they are given 40 mm. Okay, so 4 centimeter line. Next one is MB. MB value is 10 kg for 50 mm. Yeah, that is 5 centimeter line. Second line is 5 centimeter line. But what is the angle? MB is making, mass B is making 60-degree angle with A. 60-degree angle with A. Okay, mass B is making 60-degree angle with A. So take your protractor, keep the protractor on OA and measure 60-degree angle. Measure 60-degree angle and draw 5 centimeter line. Draw 5 centimeter line and put that as B. Okay, put that as B. Okay, so B is over. Now we have to go for C. So C is 18 kg. C is 18 kg and the length of C is 60 mm. 60 mm means you will draw 6 centimeter line. At what angle? Mass C is making 135 degree with A. 135 degree with A. So take your protractor, keep it on OA and draw 135. I think it might come around here. Mass C. Okay. Last one. Mass D. Mass D is 15 kg and what is the length of the line? 30 mm. That is 3 centimeter line. So mass is 3 centimeter line and what is the angle? It is making 270 degree with A. It is making 270 degree with A. So here to here 180 degree. After 180, how much angle will come? After, I think 270 means I think it will come here. 180. After 180, yeah, after 180, 90 degree. So it will be here. Just a vertical line, 3 centimeter line, and it is D. Okay. So this is 60 degree. This angle is 60 degree, and this entire angle is 130. And from here to here to here is 360 degree. Okay. So this is how you have to draw the space diagram. Now space diagram is over. Space diagram is over now. Now you have to draw force polygon diagram. Okay. Now you have to draw force polygon diagram. I will draw force polygon diagram. Put the title as force polygon diagram. Before you draw the force polygon diagram, we should find the force value. No, you have to find the force value. Here in the question they didn't give the speed value. In the question they didn't give the speed value. Actually, force equal to mr omega square. That is the formula. But in the question they didn't given the speed value, so we cannot find the omega value. And for all the masses A, B, C, D, and even for resultant masses, omega value is same. Omega value is same. We will have the same omega value, so we can neglect this omega value. Okay, since it is same and they didn't give the speed value, we can neglect this omega value. Now what else we have? We have mr, f equal to mr. So first let us take the first mass. Okay, first mass Fa. First let us take the first mass. What is the value? The value is What is the M value? M value is 12 kg, R value is 40. So 12 into 40. Okay, 12 into 40, 480. Okay, 480 kg, like that we have. Next, let us take FB. What is the mass value? 10 kg. What is the length value? 50 mm. R value is 50. So 50 into 10, 500. Next, FC. Mass value 18 kg. R value 60. So 18 into 60. 1080. Next, FD. Next, FD value. FD value, mass value is 15. R value is 30. So 15 into 30. 450. Okay, so we got force value for all the four masses. Now once again we are going to start drawing the force polygon diagram. Okay, in force polygon diagram, what is the common value we have? 480, 500, 1080, 450, like this we have. So we have to draw force polygon. Force polygon diagram. Force polygon diagram. Scale. The scale is 1 centimeter equal to, let me take that, 100 units. Okay, so first let us draw FA. What is the angle for FA? FA will be in the horizontal direction. So put a dot and mark it as O. Okay, for 4.8, what is the value? 480. Value is 480. So for 4.8 centimeter, draw a line. So this is A. Okay, this is A. Next, we have to draw FB. We have to draw FB angle, this angle. Okay, from this place for horizontal. For horizontal, what is the angle? For horizontal, I think it is 60-degree angle. Okay, 60-degree angle. Draw the line. What is the line value? 500. 500 means 5. So we'll get B. Okay. Next we have to draw FC. Next we have to draw FC. FC for 1080. 1080 means 10 centimeter line. OA 4 centimeter, AB 5 centimeter, 4.8. OA is 4.8. OA is 4.8. AB is 5 centimeter. Now we have to draw BC. Okay, from B to C. Okay, the value is 1080. 1080 means 10 centimeter line we have to draw. 10 centimeter line. What is the angle? Angle is, this is the angle. What is the angle? I think 135. Put a horizontal reference line. Horizontal reference line. Keep your protractor on this horizontal line, horizontal reference line, and draw 135 degree, and draw the 10 centimeter line. 10 centimeter line, if you draw, means you will get the answer like this. Okay, you will get the answer like this. Okay, O to A to B, B to C drawn. Now what is the last one? D. Okay, D we have to draw. What is the value for FD? Value is 450. 450 means you have to draw 4.5 centimeter. How you have to draw? Vertically downward. Okay, that is 270 degree. 4.5 vertically downward. Vertically downward 4.5. It might come around this place, D. Okay, now connect this O and D. Okay, see the direction, this direction, this direction, this direction. Now down arrow, this will be also down arrow. Okay, because the arrows will point the same direction. Now the diagram is completed. Now you measure this distance. O to D you measure. O to D you measure. Okay, also measure this angle. You might get angle, some value will, I think you will diagram might you might get the final resultant like this. Okay, measure this. First of all, measure this. This is MR. Okay, measure this distance. This is MR. Suppose if you get 6 centimeter or 7 centimeter means, then, next what you have to do? Okay, what is 1 centimeter equal to 100? Suppose if you got 7 centimeter means the answer is MR will be equal to, I'm just guessing. Okay, if you got 7 centimeter as answer means here 1 centimeter equal to 100, so 7 centimeter means 700. Whatever the answer you got, you just multiply with 100. Okay, this is the value for MR. Okay, from force polygon diagram we are getting this value. MR equal to, I'm just guessing. Okay, you might get 500 to 1000. You will get any value. Okay. Now, what is the radius value? Radius value of the resultant force 100 mm. 100 mm means M equal to 700 divided by 100. What will be the answer? The answer will be 7 kg. Okay, 5 to 10 you will get one answer. 5 kg to 10 kg you will get some answer. Okay. Now we have to draw this mass here. Okay. So 100 mm means you have to draw the 10 centimeter line. 10 centimeter line for this angle. For this angle. Or for this angle. Okay. This is the horizontal line. For this horizontal line, this is the theta value. Suppose you got 96 or 95 degree means you have to draw that. So this is the theta. Okay, you have to draw here 10 centimeter line. Draw the 10 centimeter line and put the mass here. That's all. So now the force polygon diagram, space polygon diagram, everything is completed. At the end, you have to write the mass value. Okay. So with this problem is over. You can solve the second problem. You can solve this second problem. I'll give the hint for that. Let me erase it and then afterwards I'll give the hint. Okay, let me read the second question. So the four masses A, B, C, D are 100 kg, 150 kg, 120 kg and 130 kg attached to a shaft and revolved in the same plane. The corresponding radii of rotation is 22.5 centimeter, 17.5, 25 centimeter and 30 centimeter. And at the angles measured from A are 45, 120, 255. Find the position and magnitude of the balancing mass if the radius of the rotation is 60 centimeter. It is similar to the first problem. The same thing only, but they have changed the values. Okay, the same thing which I have shown in the first problem, same thing they are telling again, but they change the values. So similar problem only, so you can solve that problem also. So solve both of the problems and upload it in the Google Classroom.